Hey, welcome to another Training Tip Tuesday. I am Kelly here to present for you today. Today's topic, we're going to talk about part 2 of chilling out in the crate. So we recently gave you guys a part 1 for beginning to get your dog to chill in the crate. Today is part 2. All right, I am Kelly Kendall. I'm a certified pro dog trainer, and I am the owner and head trainer at Happy Dog Acres. So let's do a little bit review of part 1. If you missed that Training Tip Tuesday, there is a link to it in the description in the post. So in part 1, we discussed a lot of uses for your crate. It's a safe place, your pup can't get into mischief, you can eat in peace, and so on. And we talked about the fact that calmness is a skill that can be trained just like a sit or a stay. We want to start to create some value in the crate with the door open. And then we progressed to closing the door before providing the reward. Use your crate as a place where your pup practices their enrichment, Kongs, puzzles, licky mats, etc. So that's kind of a little bit of a recap of part 1 of the Training Tip Tuesday for chilling out in your crate. And now that your pup is pretty comfortable in their crate, we're going to really up their game. Okay, so tip 1 for proofing calmness in your crate is your calmness helps your dog's calmness. So it's really easy for us to get wound up if our dogs are wound up. The calmer you are, the calmer your dog is. So if they're in your crate and you aren't paying any attention to them, they're generally pretty chill. That helps them to know it's not time for them to get attention right now. If they're barking and you talk back to them, even if it's a reprimand, that's going to be a sign to them that you're going to interact with them if they bark. So there's no point to anything they're doing. They learn to settle down. If they realize it doesn't matter if I'm talking, nobody's talking back, we're not interacting, the situation isn't escalating to more exciting, then they learn to settle down in there. Now, of course, if they have a need, they need to they need to go to the bathroom, they're thirsty, there's something like that, do meet the need for them, of course. We don't just ignore their needs because we're trying to create calmness in the crate. All right, tip number 2 is don't be predictable. It can become really easy for your dog to figure out when you're going to open that gate, when you're going to open the door to their crate. So if you let them out very first thing when you get up, or as soon as you walk into the door after being gone, they start to prep themselves for that release when they hear your alarm or when they hear your car pull into the driveway. So you're going to mix it up. Don't let them out first thing. Do some stuff first and then let them outside. Practice leaving and returning without letting them out right away. Whatever sort of predictor there is for your dog, just mix that up so that it doesn't predict they're about to be let out. Now, here's a tip for you. If your pup is used to being let out right away, their bladder is also kind of primed for that signal. So what you want to do is very gradually increase the amount of time between when you arrive home or when you get up and when you let them out so that you don't have an accident. All right, tip number 3 for proofing that calmness in your crate is to be sneaky. Since we're looking for calmness in the crate, we want to be able to reward that so they know that it's the thing we're looking for. But it can be challenging because your dogs often pep up when they see you coming over. Even if they were being calm, if you approach the crate, they get pepped up. So you got to practice your sneaky skills. When your dog is sleeping or really, really chill, see if you can get a reward into the crate without them noticing it came from you, or maybe without them even waking up. They soon realize that sleeping is pretty valuable. Treats just appear. Okay, tip number 4, use your crate when you're home. So your dog going in their crate should not predict that you're about to leave. There are lots of times when you would like to have your dog chilling out in the crate when you're at home. Maybe while you eat, or when you have guests, or when you just need to tidy up your place. So practice being calm in the crate even when you're home. It's okay for them to be in there when you're at home. All right. So to get your calmness in the crate, you need to train the skill, and then you need to proof it. You need to make it real life ready. That's what we've been talking about in today's Training Tip Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, and send us some pictures or some videos of your dogs chilling in their crate. Happy training.